Hey, let's go ahead and get started with a love reading for everyone. As you know, I already went ahead and pulled the cards, so let's go ahead and get started. When I look at these cards, this is like the classic case of getting what you asked for and then fucking it all up. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first card we have out is Manifesting Miracles. This already happened in the past. It says, your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So I feel like this person, okay, we're talking about a relationship here. So this is love and relationships. This is like the power of manifestation. Okay. Manifesting what you hoped for. And then the moment that you get it, you fuck it all up. It's like you have to learn to maintain the frequency that you were in when you manifested what it is that you want. It's easy to manifest, but it's hard to stay connected to the thing that you're manifesting because if you don't stay in the vibration of it, it will fall off. So in the past, this person was like very, very grateful. I feel like, they were grateful for this union that they came into. They manifested an amazing union. It was definitely a true love situation. Okay. I am getting that. And we also have soulmates here. Okay. As the overall energy, your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. So guess what? They manifested physically into union. Now, the next card out talks about give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. So, this person was able to manifest in, it's not telling me masculine or feminine, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it's the masculine that was able to manifest a woman that he was so excited about, somebody that he had a lot of admiration, a lot of respect, somebody that he actually genuinely, truly cared for. So the next card that comes out in the future says, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. Okay. But let's get into this. When I look at these cards, the overall energy is true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Okay. So this individual was able to manifest in this soulmate into their life. All right. This is how magical we really are. Now, what happens next when it talks about as the past energy, it says reconciliation, someone from your past is returning. So this could have been somebody from the past that maybe things didn't work out with. You weren't able to get things off the ground with this individual. And so you came back around and maybe you guys tried a second time. So again, you manifested this because it's saying manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue it, follow its guidance. So they did. And they were able to come into this reconciliation with another individual, somebody that they had a lot of chemistry with, somebody that they were very, very physically attracted to them, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. There was a major magnetic pull that they really wanted this person to come back into their life because there was something about this feminine that just was so out of this world. But there was still a third party in the mix, or there was something else in the mix. There was some type of a lie. Maybe they lied to you and said that they wanted to have that they would have kids with you, or they lied to you and said that they were ready for a future that they weren't ready for. They there was some type of a mask that this person continued to wear regardless of what they were telling you. So something happened in this relationship. There was something that they lied about, or they're still lying about. And then we have passion here. So maybe it just was a sexual union and this person was just tried to keep it light. Just thinking that, if they continue to make love to you, then you will be addicted to them. And that's usually how this goes. But something in them knew that like this was not the type of relationship that you could truly fuck around with, because if you fuck around, you're going to find out. And at the end of the day, you deserve love. You are lovable. And that's the center of the reading. Okay. So I feel like maybe this deception, maybe this lie, maybe they were still attracted to someone else. Maybe they, something happened here where they were not honest. They were not honest about their feelings. Maybe for some of you, the individual was keeping their options open. Okay. When they called you in, and they ended up calling in someone else. So I do feel like they went from like this deceptive energy. It's like they're lying to themselves. I don't feel like the two of you guys are together. Okay. I really don't feel like you are together in this relationship, because again, it's about calling in the soulmate. The overall energy here is the soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring the two of you together. So it's like, be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it. But again, it's that classic case of, you end up getting what you asked for, but then all of a sudden you end up fucking it up. And it's like not the right timing. I keep getting timing on this too. So I do feel like someone here is trying to call someone else back in that they were truly in love with. I really feel like this masculine fucked it up. They were in love with this feminine, but other things got in the way. Their lies got in the way. Their, the story that they told themselves, all of those things got in the way. So Spirit is saying very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you now. Because again, this shows up under the manifestation. Like, I do feel like this masculine has a lot of like passion, and there's this like drawing towards this feminine, but they just see, like, it's almost like they're willing to let this feminine just slip through their fingers, because I don't see them actually taking any steps. I'm not seeing any cards here that shows them going in. It shows the memories of this true love. It shows where they were, they were enthralled with this individual. Like, I almost get like maybe they sit around and they look at pictures of when the two of you guys were together. And I just had a bird fly over as I said that. So the next card out after the very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you. Again, we have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. And they know who their soulmate is. That showed up 3 times in this reading. Soulmate, soulmate, soulmate. But get this. Their soulmate's retreating. Their soulmate's walking away. Why? Either their soulmate is walking away and that's what I'm getting here, because it's about forgiving and learning the lesson. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. This person hasn't made an effort, either you make an effort or this person's gone forever, because these 3 are clarifying the retreat card. Okay. I wanted to clarify, well, are they coming or are they going? And I think it's going to be different for each one of you, because some of you, this person's going to get their head out of their ass and realize that they don't want to lose you. They are tired of not talking to you. They are hoping that, if they make an effort, that you will forgive them and that you will come back to them. For others of you, you've already cleared your energy. You've already walked away from this person and you have no intentions of ever turning around and going back, because it's almost like if this person actually truly genuinely cared about what they had, they would have never lied to you with that deception card, right? If you really, people, I get this all the time where, they have the best thing that ever happened to them, but they fuck it up because they allow other people in the mix. They're trying to keep their options open. Well, what if, somebody better comes along? I remember being like that when I was a little kid. I was always afraid to let anybody know that I was ever dating anybody, because But I was a little kid. And I don't know why, but I was always like wanting to see, well, what are their friends like? Well, what if I'm going to like one of their friends and I don't want their friends going, well, she dated so and so. So, I don't want to be that person's person. I wanted to make sure that nobody knew that we were together. So I was always one of those secretive types that was like, nobody needs to know that we're in a relationship because I was always keeping my options open. But again, I was a little kid. We're not little kids anymore. We're grown adults and we need to start making grown adult decisions. I put out this Instagram reel and I posted it on my Facebook the other day and it was like, listen, you guys, we're playing for keeps. 2024, we're not allowing breadcrumbing in our lives anymore. If you love somebody, you better fucking tell them because they're going to be off to the races to find someone else. And there was another thing I posted on Facebook like, if you have no desire to wife her up, then let her go because you're holding somebody else's wife hostage. So keep that in mind. You may love this person, but if you really truly love this person, either A, you're going to claim her or you're using her. There is no in between. So when I ask what this masculine wants to say to his feminine, he says, this is clarifying the true love. Okay. And the soulmate says, you mean the world to me. And I do feel like this feminine meant the world to this masculine. Okay. When I clarified the reconciliation, I feel like the two of you guys did come back together and this person wanted to know, will you forgive me? Would you give me another chance? Is there a possibility? And I do feel like the feminine, when I'm looking at these cards here, I do feel like this feminine took his word and went with it. And this masculine, you may have told each other, I love you. There could have been a lot of love. There was a lot of chemistry. Whether they told you that they loved you or not, they really did truly love you. But I think that that's what scared them is because they saw themselves having a future with you. They saw themselves maybe having children with you. Maybe they saw themselves starting a business with you because when it says I see myself having kids with you, it doesn't necessarily mean children because not everybody is of childbearing age, or you're dating same sex relationships, and whatever. You could adopt at that point if you wanted to, but or maybe even kids as pets, right? So this could have been like, I deceived you. I deceived myself. I actually really did see myself having a family with you or starting a business with you or just having a future and starting new, starting fresh. But as much as they enjoyed the passion and as passionate as they were towards you, they had to tell you now is not the right time. I can't take this any further. And so they wanted to keep it as maybe like just a sexual relationship. Let's just keep it casual. Why do we need to put a label on it? And the center of the reading talks about you deserve love, you are lovable. But this person was also battling their addictions to the past, addictions to maybe a past relationship, addictions to a way of thinking, addictions to a way of being. Maybe for some of you, drugs and alcohol. Maybe they had an addiction that you didn't know about that they were battling. But whatever this is something that they had to work through and overcome. And this is not something for you as a feminine that you could fix. You couldn't fix it. So we got the calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring the two of you together. What if you don't accept me for who I really am? Okay. Well, what if they do? So this is about a self-worth issue. So maybe for some of you, this person decided to go out because they didn't think that they were worthy of your love. So they decided to go out because this sits right underneath the deception card. So instead they decided, well, I'm going to go out and I'm going to maybe manifest someone else. Bring somebody else into my life, somebody else that I don't really have to do the work. I don't really have to do a whole lot, and I'll just bring somebody else in and then I don't have to change. I don't have to apologize. I don't have to, admit that I was wrong, even though you're always going to be the one that got away in their eyes. because you truly, truly were their true love. You really did mean the world to this individual. They were afraid. They got so afraid that they were willing to run away. And it's almost like, I almost feel like you really brought out the side of this person where they were starting to envision, like little kids, where we pretend, or we have visions, and oh, I'm going to do all these things, and we're very childlike. And I almost feel like that's how this individual felt around you. And that can be very, very scary, because at the end of the day, maybe they went through some type of an experience during their childhood with their parents, and they saw maybe dad cheated on mom, or mom cheated on dad, or there was a third parties in there somewhere, or even what it was their work, even sometimes third party is their work. So in the future, we got very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. And this person is saying, I know I hurt you and I never intended to. And I feel like really timing was everything. Okay. And I do feel like there has been time between the two of you where you have had to take time off from this relationship. This individual knows that there's been a lot of time, and they know that they need to come to a decision, but they're not sure that you're going to allow them back in because of whatever happened between you in the past. And again, every person's going to have their own version of the story. So this person does know that they hurt you, and they want to, when they come back in, if they come back in, but we'll get to that in a minute. I feel like this person has been in the background trying to call you back in, trying to rekindle and reignite a fire in this relationship again. And Spirit just showed me the candle behind me. And the reason why I say that is because the next card out, we got soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. I never expected to feel this way about you. Okay. Again, this person says, you mean the world to me. You are my true love. I feel a lot of passion for you, even when it wasn't the right time. And you're going off in life thinking that you have been rejected, when really, in all actuality, this person has never stopped thinking about you. They never stopped believing that the two of you guys could actually have something. And this person, yeah, they realize that you really are their soulmate. You are the person that, they can't live without. But you're not talking. You've retreated. It's time to disconnect from the world. The silence is killing me. So you walked away. You two have not spoken. You haven't said a word to one another. And I think it's because the feminine over here is trying to forgive and learn from this situation. And I think that the masculine is wanting that forgiveness. But I feel like someone here just walked away completely because this person never made an effort. And they still continue. Like I said, I am not seeing an effort being made here. All I'm seeing is somebody who has realized that this person actually means the world to them. Okay, like this card over here says. But I don't actually see them doing anything about it. I see them sitting around daydreaming about this individual. I see them, putting it out there and hoping maybe you'll just come walking back or waltzing back into their life. But I don't see them actually making the effort. Because again, at the end of the day, like I said earlier, either this person is claiming you, because men are territorial. And if a man really truly wanted you, they're not going to let anybody else come near, and they're not going to give anybody else an opportunity to take you away from them. That's how protective a man is. If a man is using you, they don't give a shit. They're not making time. They're not making space. They're not making effort. They're not making anything. And they're not even going to tell you that they love you. They're just going to keep you on the fence. So I got one more overall energy and we got surprise. You may be about, or you may be about to be surprised. I think that's a typo. I think you're going to be surprised. This person may come in or they might send you a gift. They might reach out somehow. I don't know, but you're going to get some type of a surprise. For others of you, maybe this isn't that person. Maybe the gift is, it says, you may be about to be surprised. Good things come to those who wait, sometimes in the form of a surprise. When surprised by your loved one, you can feel cared for and appreciated, which can heighten the bond of intimacy that exists between you. The appearance of this card suggests that a pleasant surprise, possibly from your loved one, is coming your way. So for some of you, this person is going to be making a reappearance because they're wanting to reconcile. It shows here in the past, this person is hoping that you will forgive them and the two of you guys can move on and learn from the situation. But I don't know. I feel like it's going to take a time. I feel like it takes this other individual moving on, learning the lesson, forgiving. Like there has to be full forgiveness. There can't be any more water under the bridge, so that like when you hear this person's name, when you have thoughts of this person, it's not all negative. You're not still blaming this individual. You have truly forgive and learned the lesson of this scenario. Okay, there's no more sadness and crying and hurt and pain. See the sorrow that she experienced being in this relationship. I feel that for some of you, this person will make a surprise entrance. They'll come back in. They're going to want to try to rekindle the relationship. For some of you, you're going to say, no, I've already moved on. Let's go ahead. But, I think that there's a buildup in this masculine because they haven't been able to open up. They haven't been able to contact you. They haven't been able to talk to you. Maybe you guys had really good communication and then you guys went to no communication. And that right there is just really, no matter how many other people come into this person's life, they cannot stop thinking about you. It's almost like they compare other relationships to you. For some of you who say, absolutely, fuck no peace, I'm not letting this individual back into my life. I've released them. I'm going to continue to allow them to just go out and ruin somebody else's life. The surprise is you're going to have somebody who actually comes in and who gives you, and who's a gift, who sees you as a gift. Because at the end of the day, I feel like you were a gift. The universe gifted this person their manifestation. They gifted them a second chance. I almost feel like this is a second chance between you and this person at the beginning when you got back together. Maybe, like I said, the first time it didn't really get off the ground, nothing really happened. They came in for a second go around, making more promises that they couldn't keep. And then that it all failed and went miserably. They tried to keep it just they didn't learn anything obviously from the first time around, and they tried to bring their old tricks into a new game. You can't do that, guys. I'm telling you, 2024 is no fucking joke. And we are literally playing for keeps. You don't get to keep playing the same fucking games that people have been playing for many years up until this point. Like after everything that we've been through in this world since 2020, we're all done. We're not staying in relationships. We're not waiting around for you to get fixed. We're not going to fix you anymore. We're literally just going to go on to someone else and go off and live our lives until the right person, because we will manifest more individuals. We will manifest more experiences, but it's going to take us releasing the past, clearing our energy, saying thanks, but no thanks. Like, and if you're going to come back, if you are in the other side of this, if you come back into a person's life and they give you a second chance and you do the same fucking thing you did the first time around or second time around, shame on you. You can't blame this other individual for not wanting to have anything to do with you anymore, because it's on you. You chose this path. You chose to fuck up. that's on you. So some of you guys are going to be very pleasantly surprised because there might be some type of conversation that comes in. But I think for a lot of you, you are going to find a new love. And for others of you, you're going to find new love in an old partnership. Everybody's going to have something different. Important for you to schedule a reading at thefootstepstopeace.com. Love you guys all so much. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram under Peace Unhinged Tarot and The Footsteps to Peace. And just know that I love you guys and I wish you guys all well on your love journey. Take care.